So you're thinking about moving to Bend. That's a great decision. Second decision to make, where in Bend are you gonna live? Well, today we're gonna be touring a brand new subdivision called Countryside. It's in the southeast pocket of Bend. Countryside is currently rolling out phases 1, 2, and 3 of an underserved part of Bend. You can see the sign right behind me here. It consists of 5 different builders, all within the same subdivision. Right now it's ongoing. We're gonna go take a look at it here very soon. It's right behind me now. That's Murphy Road, okay, a busier street in the southeast pocket of Bend. The 5 builders are Structure Development Northwest, Stonebridge Homes Northwest, Palmer Homes, Curtis Homes, as well as Woodhill Homes. So a very unique layout. They've all got their own designs, their unique layouts. We're gonna check out what this subdivision looks like. It's right next to Jewell School, an elementary school that's been here for 30 plus years. It's also right next to Caldera High School, a brand new high school a couple miles to the east here, as well as the brand new Alpenglow Park. So again, we've talked about it in previous videos. This is the area of town that's underserved, but it's getting a lot of attention right now. So if you're curious to learn more about what this subdivision Countryside's all about, stick around. We're gonna be getting after this tour right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living, eating, sleeping, working, playing, the good and the bad, the new subdivisions, the new developments, what's going on in and around Bend, Oregon, then subscribe to the channel, tap that notification bell below so you can be the first to know about the current market here in Bend, Oregon. My name's Ryan and I've lived in Bend for over 30 years. I'm a licensed broker with eXp Realty. My business partner Zach and I, we get calls and texts every day from people just like you, looking for help on making their smooth move to Bend, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're moving in 9 days or 90, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, set up a Zoom. It doesn't matter how you guys reach out to us. We want to meet you where you're at. We'd love to be the ones to help you make that smooth move to Bend when it's your time. So, like I said in the intro, we're gonna be checking out this new subdivision consisting of 5 different home builders. What we wanna do is just a kind of a vlog style walking tour. We're gonna be getting after that right now. So let's just start walking. We'll get into this subdivision, give you guys a feel for where we're at, some more perspective on what part of town we're in, and just how close you are to all the other amenities that awesome sunny Bend, Oregon has to offer. So let's just get after this right now. Okay, spoiler alert. There's a roundabout behind me, right? Because there's roundabouts everywhere in Bend. So if you don't like them, you better get used to them. But what we're doing right now, we're about a quarter mile, maybe an eighth of a mile to the west of the subdivision that we're gonna be checking out right now, Countryside. This currently is Stonehaven, a more established subdivision right here that runs adjacent to the Countryside subdivision right now. So what I want to do is just walk on the path here towards the Countryside subdivision that we're going to be featuring here in just a moment. But to give you guys a feel for what a more established subdivision in this part of town looks like, because ultimately Countryside, once it gets to a level of more maturity, it's going to look a lot like this Stonehaven subdivision here. As you can see, some of these older houses, about 15 to 20 years old, as I duck underneath a limb here. But you can see how the yards are taken care of. You can see the trees here. They're a little bit more mature, probably 15 or 20 years old. You can always tell the age of a subdivision in some of the neighborhoods that you look at based off of the height and the age of the trees. But right now, this is just going to go right into the new development of Countryside as we walk a little bit further down this path. So let's just enjoy a quick walk here in the morning in mid-July, and we'll take a look at Countryside here in just a moment. Okay, so we are ending our walk in the Stonehaven subdivision, and we are now prepared to enter the Countryside Subdivision. So you can see a more mature neighborhood behind me. The trees are a little bit taller. You can see the houses look a little bit older, not too much older, but now we're going to be entering the brand new phase of the Countryside Subdivision. So phase 1 here, and then we have phases 2 and 3 also under construction right now. It's actually a subdivision in a neighborhood that's going to be right next to R.E. Jewell Elementary School. It's a 30-year-old school. In fact, it might be older than that. I went to school there probably 25 years ago, and so when I was at school there, it was just an open field all the way around. There was a neighborhood that was established behind it called Tillicum Village, but now the land that surrounds the school is being developed. This part of town, like we've talked about for a while, is getting developed now. It's been underserved for a long time. A few hundred yards behind me here is going to be the Bend Golf Club, formerly the Bend Golf and Country Club, the oldest golf course and golf club in Central Oregon. It's one of my favorite tracks. If you ever get a chance to play the Bend Golf Club, take advantage. It has the best superintendent in Central Oregon. So let's continue our tour right now. We're going to be talking a little bit more about this neighborhood. Remember, there are 5 different builders associated with Countryside, so that gives a very unique mix of houses, floor plans, styles to choose from, and ultimately that's what we're trying to do with this video today. We're going to be walking around the neighborhood to give you a feel for where we're at. Remember, it's the southeast part of town. Caldera High School is just a mile or 2 away to my left, as well as Alpenglow Park. This is where a lot of the new development will be taking place over the next several years, including this subdivision, Countryside. So let's just start walking right now so we can give you a feel for what this part of town really looks like. What's crazy is we're now entering the primary entrance of this subdivision here, Countryside, but the homes range from 1,500, high 1,500 square feet, 3-bed, 2-bath, all the way up to as much as 3,000 square feet. So there's a huge variation as to what size of home, what style of home you want. All depends on the builder, of course. But since there are multiple builders, they've all got their own unique layouts, their own unique designs that they bring to the table here. So it gives it some uniqueness in terms of what style of home that you're really going to be able to purchase if this is an area of town that you want to really consider. So again, price ranges are in the high 5s, just a couple in the high 5s, and they go all the way up to just over $900,000. Something crazy going on in the market right now. We just had our latest data revealed, and our median home price in Bend is $785,000 as of this month. That is actually a new all-time high. So we did a couple videos regarding market updates and whatnot over the last couple months, and we were talking about how we might be flirting with that new all-time high, and sure enough, we did that last month. And that's what's going on in the market right now. So these homes are going to be right in the middle. Some are going to be under the median home price, and others are going to be a little bit over that median home price. But this gives you a feel for what your dollar is going to get you in this part of town. Remember, the southeast part of town, we are just minutes away from the old mill district, probably 10 minutes or so. We're also about 10 to 15 minutes away from the downtown area. The access to the river is about 10 minutes away. Access to Mt Bachelor is about 25 minutes away. It doesn't matter really where you live in Bend. If you're a skier, you're going to be able to get to the mountain in roughly 20 to 30, maybe 40 minutes, depending on what part of town that you choose to live in. That's also the gateway to the Cascade Lakes as well. So outdoor amenities galore. They are everywhere. Obviously, you know this if you're considering moving to Bend, and there's a reason behind moving here outside of, say, a job or work. You want to be here for the outdoor amenities, the lifestyle that Bend has to offer. So this neighborhood here clearly fits that bill. There are so many unique different little layouts here. In fact, the tour of homes is next week, and so there's going to be a couple of these homes actually on the tour, so I'll be checking those out. But ultimately, this neighborhood is brand new. These homes, you can see just the layouts from home to home are going to be fairly unique because each builder brings their own style to the table. So let's keep walking here and we'll get back further into the subdivision so we can give you guys a perspective of where the elementary school is, as well as some of the other amenities that surround this part of town. Remember, it's going to be a focal point of development over the next several years, this part of town. A lot of commercials coming into this area, as well as the residential side. So a good time to be getting involved with the southeast part of town. So let's keep walking. We'll see where we're at in a couple minutes. Okay, so we just did a big loop here. We've seen what the subdivision looks like. We saw Jewel School in proximity to a lot of the homes that are being built right now. So a lot of things going on in the subdivision right now. Behind me is Palmer Homes model home. So if you're curious to see that, reach out to us. Oh, and by the way, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It inspires us to keep making content like this. We want to show you guys as much of Bend as we possibly can. But again, there's a model home here by Palmer's Homes, and as well as the other developers and builders in this neighborhood. They've got their own model homes as well, some of which will be featured on the tour of homes that starts next week. If you guys are curious about that, reach out to us too. We give you some more information on how that works as well. So we're going to keep walking right now, and then we will wrap up this video over at Jewel School to give you guys a vantage point of the school in proximity to this neighborhood. Okay, so we are at Jewel School now, which is in close proximity to Countryside. You can see right over here, that's the development right there. A lot of action going on right now. A lot of homes getting put up, a lot of homes being built. But again, if you look behind me there, that's Jewel School. That's where I went to school almost 30 years ago. Gosh, I feel old. That's where I cut my teeth, on the basketball court, on the football field, on the baseball field. A lot of good memories right here. But when I was growing up, behind me, that was just an open field. I always wondered, when is that going to get developed? I didn't think it was going to take 30 plus years for this to happen, but it's happening now. So again, Southeast Bend, this is where it's happening right now. I mean, Bend in general is blowing up. It's growing like crazy, so that's not going to stop anytime soon. But this part of town gets some recognition now. Some great value over here on this side of town. The homes are of spectacular quality. Fun fact about Jewel School, it's one of 2 elementary schools that offer a Spanish immersion program. So the kids get to learn 2 different languages when they go to school here, and then it carries into High Desert Middle School on this side of town, as well as Caldera High School on this side of town. So the kids can go from K through 12 learning both English, of course, and then Spanish as a secondary language. That's pretty unique. Jewel is one of 2 elementary schools. There are over 33, maybe 34 or 35 schools in the Bend Lapine School District. So they don't offer it to every school. So another interesting little factoid about the school behind me, as well as this side of town. You guys, thank you so much for watching. We're so thankful that you're here, you're supporting the channel. If you're curious to learn more about this part of town or somewhere else in Bend or Central Oregon, reach out to us. It starts with you. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or set up that Zoom. We want to help you find the home the first time that fits your needs when you make that move to Central Oregon. So again, it's Ryan with eXp Realty. Zach and I are here at your service. We want to earn your business through these videos and this channel, providing as much value as possible. Thanks again for watching, and we will plan on either seeing you around town sometime or just on the next video. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.